Fortunately, I have a max manifest now, so I don't need to worry too much about using up equipment. I love Harry Potter too. I read all the books many times. And it was so cool because, you know, every time a novel came out, I was, you know, I was his age. That was the coolest bit. I always felt like he was, you know, he could have been my buddy. He was my equal. When I was a kid, I kind of thought that was natural. I was like, well, of course, yeah, he's as old as me, you know? Pretty easy to make the Praetorians just stop. Where's this guy going? Let's just keep that crab alive. Hey, Cryo. You make once? What? Really, Toby? That Scion is confused. Need to keep an eye on the Praetorian. They're pretty silent. Like, if they don't screech, they can be pretty stealthy, sneaking up on you. I think the Praetorian might be stuck too. Yeah, novel arc. I did an attempt just a couple of days ago with the same setup, except I had melee bonuses instead of fitness, and I also didn't have the hazard version, and I got to wave 10 actually. I had to retrieve 2 pizzas here from the end. I got one of them, and then I had the other, and I had a safe route plan, but they staggered me and, you know, downed me, and then I had all the wave on top of me, and I had to spend the rest of my stuff in order to extract, and I mean in order to even get up, and then a prime was blocking my way, you know, I meant to run through the core, but I couldn't. Wave 1 is not that bad at all. Just one Praetorian, a couple of Scions, and the rest are just mooks. Phantoms are just a pain with this build. Those crabs will just block each other. I don't need to care about them that much. They're gonna have a hard time moving around on this map. I can tell where the others are though. They're probably being blocked by the crabs. Okay, wait, what kind of enemies do we even have this wave? Here's the little guys. Slow him down. That was interesting. Sometimes it's just like, even if I click, the Crusader doesn't fire. Didn't feel like I had that problem last time. She'll just stop and I'll be like, what? She emptied the magazine already? But she didn't. Those lasers, man. Yeah, can't afford to get careless like that. I mean, I could have easily gone down. Okay, it's gonna... Whoa! Respawn. Gotta wait for my shields to come back. Okay, that's better. A little risky! Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, if a Praetorian flanks you like that, better just try to take the stairs down. Had a couple of close calls here. Haven't really found a great rhythm here. It's like the, you know, just running around, not doing things in an optimal way. I think the Scions are actually a fast way, a reasonably fast way to deplete the spawn budget here. Those collector captains are just being really shy today. Gonna block each other. Hey, Duke. Also, I've been calling you like Duke for a long time. But please let me know if there's something else, if there's some other way you'd rather have me pronounce your name. Or some other nickname entirely. They're all just so stuck. And the Crusader just eats Praetorians for breakfast. Especially the AIU's Crusader. Those little things are stuck on the ladder, apparently. I'll just let them be. Duke is totally fine. Doesn't anyone else call you that? Okay, no greedy grabbing of ammo. That's the kind of thing that'll get you killed and you'll regret it. When you could just as easily have just escaped. Whoops. Oh man, that's strafing. That's strafing. I need to remember to stay relaxed. This is probably gonna take a while. I'm not the fastest soloer out there. Well, that's that's an overstatement. This could easily take me like an hour. If I get that far. I failed to hit the right key for repair matrix there. That's why I panicked a little bit. I sometimes tend to, you know, loose keys that I don't use constantly. A little bit like snap freeze, repair matrix. I might not remember which one is which. Uh oh. I got devices on wave 6, I think. It went surprisingly well. They're easy, relatively easy to lead around on this map. Collectors have such a hard time moving from one device to another. Let's hope my tankiness keeps me alive, even if they can fire at me. That's 2 devices. I mean, unfortunately, we get Ravagers this wave. That's why it's a good thing that we're on. Oh shit. We're on this map. I will have to draw them out. That is kind of bad. Fortunately, it's the 3rd device, and we have almost 4 minutes. I need that Ravager to get away, come away from there. Just buying time. These A-bombs are gonna be a problem too. Okay, here's my chance. I should have frozen that A-bomb sooner. Let's see. No. Yeah, if only I disabled that A-bomb, I might have made it. Depending on where the last device is, I shouldn't have to panic.
Find those targets and shut them down.
I'm gonna make another. Do another try.
Backup systems engaged.
Who is hosting me? Oh man, I missed it. Sis is hosting me. Alright, I think I'm good.
Target neutralized.
Okay, I'll lead them here this time. I think I should be able to get this one. Okay, boots here. That's good. That's bad. Come on, Ravager. That's it. My last wave 3 was a lot faster. Okay, okay, we're good. I got targets, and when you face collectors, they're brutes on wave 3, which is nice. Hey, Nox, you can see more than one faction. Yes. And yeah, there is a Monster Cat bot. It tells you which song is playing when the song changes. Can't allow myself to get boxed in here. Should be way easier fighting them in a clockwise direction on this map. Wow, MLG Ravager. I keep cloaking so much, I'm not allowing my shield to regenerate. These guys are just stuck here. Hey, Stagen. Good evening. And in terms of enemies, just, you know, to kill, this is a very easy wave. Wave 4 is actually pretty difficult, I think. Or was it wave 5? But some of the later waves are actually not that bad. Not for this build. This build really favors those slow armored targets because armor is nothing to the Crusader. The more still they can keep, the better. For the Justicard, that was not true. The Justicard favored those dangerous foot soldiers, like hunters and phantoms, because I could disable them easily, and it would still deplete the spawn budget a fair bit. War balls were the bane of my existence during this solo. I constantly got hit, especially when there were multiple banshees around. I was hit all the time. Hey, network. And thank you all so much for the hosts who have hosted me so far. It's much appreciated. Crusader 10. Yeah, it's amazing. The Seeker Plague, if we run around enough, they can't really get to us. If I stay there and fight, I have to be sure it's absolutely clear down here. And it's not even gonna stay clear down there for long. I'm not gonna take my chance with the war balls. If I can dodge them, I will do it. Because I feel like I'm not... My awareness, my warball awareness is not good enough. I wonder if I could take a Banshee down right here. Probably not, because they just don't stay still long enough. I'm just gonna keep leading them around, actually. They are a bit of a pain as long as they're alive, precisely because of the war balls, and because they might they might appear somewhere next to you when you least expect it. Although, I feel like on this map it doesn't happen that much. The war balls are more of a problem because they can, like, go around. They find their ways, you know, around corners and things that you wouldn't expect. Oh well, it can always whittle them down for later. If there's nothing else available. I'm killing pretty slowly right now. I need to find those waters. And those guys. Thing is, when I stop to, you know, shoot. It's when that happens. Yeah. If I stop to take, you know, some shots against mooks, that's typically when the war balls find you. And if you have a shot at a Scion, 2 to 3 clips should be enough to take it down. If you can get in the shots with some extra damage. Hey, Woo. Your love for this shotgun is not healthy. Yeah, I love it too. I mean, it's growing on me. I used to think it's too difficult to use, but I mean, aiming, it allows you to snipe. Oh my god! Just as I hit Repair Matrix. Oh well. Yeah, that was so unnecessary. Oh my god. But that happened in my last run as well, which was going well until wave 10. You know, you never know. I mean, Never know what's gonna happen. Shouldn't be sad even if you have to gel at some point. Because if you have the skills, you might, you know... The run that ends up being successful, you might end up gelling, spending 3 gel on wave 2, and still you'll make it somehow. That's not, you know, the only thing that matters is what goes down for the rest of the game. And what kind of objectives you get. Does something unexpected happens? Do you do something stupid? I'm not sure where to go now. Here, okay. Damage barrel and reserve ammo. It's a high velocity barrel, yes, and spare thermal clip. Playing a little carelessly now with these war balls. I did mention, as long as there's 2 banshees on the field, those war balls get me. They get me. Okay, scions. I'm gonna lock them in. Killing is slow this wave, I feel. But we're gonna have to deal with banshees later on too. Man, the war balls is reason enough for me to use repair matrices to keep at least 4 of them. Lagging? What? No, it is not a projectile weapon. Let me show. I'll shoot through this tank thing. It is not a projectile weapon. Jesus Christ. It is hit scan. It even has native penetration. Did you know that? Not a whole lot, but something like 1/2 meter, I think. So if you don't need to put on a shredder mod if you want to be able to shoot stuff like guardians. This does go through like very thin cover, like those kind of walls. And what, really? Well, they were not. See, that's the problem with just asking somebody. You know, that person might be wrong. Using more sources than one is always a good idea. Hey, wait, is that John? No. Yes, it is. Hello. Whoa! I wouldn't have been surprised if it had come through those. Through that gap. Me, 2 banshees, too much for me. I can't keep track of them. Can't keep track of the war balls. And you know, even if you're safe in one position, they'll just teleport somewhere they can warball you. Killing too slowly. Way too slowly. Okay. See, I shot through the floor there. Very much possible. Yell at me? Oh my god. Don't believe everything they tell you, Nox. I'm sorry I wasn't there. The Crusader 3, even that is a perfectly viable gun. Okay, that was a little risky. I'll just try to focus on the Marauders and Collector Captains here. I was a little. I think I saw something shooting at me while I was dealing with the captain. Could have been wrong. No, there's one. And I hope you guys understand, I'll keep the music volume fairly low. This is just wave 4 still. I think wave 5 is better versus armor.
Last enemy.
Last target.
Well, to be fair, I mean, the armor penalty is not a huge concern for the Crusader because of its very high damage. I mean, for every bullet, only 50 points of damage get shaven off, and that's not a whole lot. The thing is, why it's so much better against armor than other shotguns because it does not have multiple pellets. Because most shotguns are comprised, you know, one round is comprised of 8 pellets, so you get 8 times the 50, you know, damage penalty, which is 400, and that is much more than 50. But since this is a single slug. It's gonna be single slug. That is why it feels much punchier against armor. The damage reduction is, or damage mitigation is much smaller. Oh my god! Holy shit! I was actually wondering if it was gonna jump. And in fact it was. I have the chance of taking it out right here, right now. That A-bomb is confused. I think there's someone behind me. Okay, they're down there. Yeah, that was scary! The leaping crab. Leaped right into my— Oh my god! Oh my god! I did not see it! It kind of blended in with the environment somehow. Okay, that spooked me. That spooked me. Oh shit, man. Hey, Ken. Which wave is this? Did wave 4 still not end? I think the music, Monster Cat music, is pretty agreeable tonight. It's relatively chill. I don't like it when it's too hectic. I prefer keeping it fairly, you know, yeah, like I said, chill for multiplayer streams. Was too thick. Nice! Thank you, Ken. Star luck. Yeah, I've had a bit of star luck. I mean, sometimes you get unlucky, sometimes you get lucky during solos. It's just gonna happen. Where's that grenade? Damn! Yeah, these guys sometimes like to spawn... Wait, where was he? Taking out these little guys. A-bombs are worth more than husks, I believe. Fighting here is dangerous. I will leave. Imagine if you got iframes while dodging in this game. Aw, nobody was in there. Were they? Hey, Triad. Hey, Fraggle. And Lim? Hello? I think I'm gonna have a hard time using ops packs in time. I kinda heard there was somebody behind me. I think the repair matrix, yes. Okay. Messed that up a little. Thank you, repair matrix. The thing is, I don't want to spam them. I want to basically have them at hand, you know. I don't want to spam them and then stand there with 0 grenades until I reach the next ammo box.